These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. First at 3, the future of Arizona's abortion law now in the hands of the state Senate. The House passing a bill that would repeal that near-total ban that's been on the books for more than a century. Many gathering outside as lawmakers voted on the bill inside. The vote mostly along party lines, with 3 Republicans voting in favor of repealing the ban. All of this came about after the state Supreme Court ruled the territorial-era law could be enforced following the repeal of Roe v. Wade. Now, this new bill moves to the Senate, where Republicans also hold a narrow majority. If it passes, it'll go to Governor Katie Hobbs. She's put out a statement just today praising the bill and calling on the Senate to, quote, do the right thing and send the repeal to my desk. Our Katie Rammel set to talk to Governor Hobbs this afternoon. That's part of our team coverage. Coming up at 5 and 6, Rachel Louise Just focusing on the facts of the vote, and Lillian Donahue giving you a voice, listening to those at the Capitol. It's all ahead, starting with ABC 15 News at 4. ABC 15 following new developments after a pedestrian is hit and killed by a garbage truck in Mesa a little after 10 a.m. MCSO tells us a 39-year-old man in a wheelchair leaned into the road near Ellsworth and Broadway right before he was struck. Driver of the garbage truck stayed on scene and is cooperating as the investigation continues. Let ABC 15 know, watching out for your wallet, letting you know about new refund rules for travelers. Our team has reported on issues with families getting money back for canceled or delayed flights. Now we found out there's some new protections in place. Here's what you need to know. If a flight is canceled, you'll automatically get a cash refund and shouldn't need to ask for it. If you're delayed more than 3 hours or 6 for international flights, or your itinerary changes, you're also entitled to that refund. Changes will take 6 to 12 months to implement. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg hopes the changes could cut down on travel troubles.
Gives them more of a reason to make the investments and the realistic schedules to prevent that from happening to you in the first place.
We've made it easy to learn more about these new consumer protections with an article breaking it all down. It's on ABC15.com and our ABC15 app. Time for your Consumer Minute, starting with a recall alert to help you protect your family. Hyundai is recalling more than 30,000 cars. They say 2022-23 Genesis models could have fuel pump issues, which may result in a loss of drive power. No reports of injuries so far. Impacted owners will get a letter alerting you to the recall. Dealers will inspect and replace the fuel pump for free. Starbucks is restarting contract talks with unionized workers after dozens of stores around the nation formed a union despite pushback from the coffee giant. They're now ironing out contract details. Union leaders say the priorities are higher wages and safety standards. New home sales are rising across the U.S. Government data shows sales climbed more than 8% in March, the strongest hike since December of 2022. The Northeast saw the largest sales growth. While new home sales rose, older established home sales fell 4.3%, the largest drop in more than a year. Uplifting Arizona, a World War II veteran celebrating her 100th birthday. Arlene Casper enlisted as a Marine at just 19 years old. She served 2 years during World War II. Her late husband also served in Europe. They tell us the great-great-grandmother is still full of life all these years later.
It's no secret. I just always went for a walk, had a lot of fresh air, always found something to do.
Advice there. Copper Canyon Memory Care tells us they're hoping to get 100 cards for her 100th birthday. If you'd like to help celebrate this hero in our community, find where you can send those cards on their Facebook page.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sullins. Dragging some big changes as back-to-back storms move into Arizona. The first one coming in tomorrow with a chance of a few rain showers in the morning for the valley and areas west of here. By the afternoon hours, we'll see shower and thunderstorm development up along the rim, northeast of the Four Corners, and then this storm will push to the northeast, and a second one will dig down right behind it, bringing more chances for rain and high elevation snow to our forecast Friday night into Saturday. We're also going to be picking up winds for the valley Valley tomorrow. Things getting breezy in the afternoon as temperatures drop. A high of just 85 degrees here tomorrow afternoon, nearly 10 degrees cooler than where some valley spots ended up today. Those winds gusting at 30 to 35 miles per hour, the strongest coming by the end of the week. For the high country, gusts at 35 to 45 miles per hour. Breezy to windy conditions across northern Arizona as these storms push through. And there's our big cool down, mid 80s in the valley as we head into the weekend. 90s back next week.